having that panel, and then social media. I know some of you won't see that social media, but you'd like to. We could probably work with you to get you some of the notes and comments after that. Let's see here. All right, that's about it for me. As far as the panels go, we're not going to spend 15 minutes going through their bios, so before we start that first panel, I encourage you to kind of dig into that welcome packet, see who they are, get some of your questions ready, because we're just going to kind of jump into the topic. They'll do a quick intro, jump into the topic, and go from there. Be prepared with questions. The intent is not for them to talk for the whole hour, so it can be kind of dry and boring if it's not participatory. But that's it for me, unless you have any questions before we get started about the weekend, me, or the full-time side. Mike, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Word about your background, sir, is not in the word.
Oh, yeah.
Something we don't know about you, if I may, sir.
So I was on active duty for 13 and a half years. Aviation by trade, Black Hawk guy. Then I did the Congressional Fellowship Program, so I went to D.C. I worked for the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, senior policy advisor there. Then I was in the Pentagon holding a legislative portfolio for about a year and a half. From there, I was an acquisition officer working on the Army Aviation's #1 program at the time, UH-60L upgrade. Then I was at HRC, so I was an assignments officer on the acquisition desk, managing majors across the world. From there, I departed active duty, came to the Texas National Guard, was in the government affairs team on the MDay side for about a year and a half, was over in counter drug full-time for a year, and then came over to the state PAO last June. So, my wife is way more cool than me. Does anybody know Skinny Pop popcorn? Has anybody seen that?
Yeah.
My wife is the food scientist that develops that food, so she is the director of R&D there. So if you're eating Skinny Pop, hey, you're tied to that too. So that's it. Any other questions? Nothing? Just ready to get started? All right, let's meet back at 8:45. We've got about 20-25 minutes at the restroom. You've got a step and repeat over there if you want to get a couple photos before. Make sure people know that you're actually doing something because you're not with your units. We're happy to do that. So see you in about 20 minutes. Thanks.